Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, I'm Garcella Robinson. This is my little part of the world where I talk about books, anything that's happened in the book community, and of course whatever I want, because this is my channel. So today, guys, I'm going to be bringing you pretty much showing you guys my 2026 TBR. These are all the books that I want to be able to get to by the end of this year. Hopefully some of these books are on your list, but let's go ahead and roll right into the chaos. All right. So I really tried to make this list shorter than last year. It took a lot of contemplating on what books that I want to prioritize this year, but I feel like I really got down to a lot of books that can really kind of like set my whole entire Goodreads together and hopefully set my Goodreads up for some good books. And we can look back on this video and see if I actually got through all these books by the end of the year. So let's go ahead and pick up the first one. Now, the first book that I want to mention is Bloody Rose. This is the second book to Kings of the Wild. So in Kings of the Wild, it takes place of the kind of like a group of bandits who all broke up and decide to get back together to go get Rose. So Rose is kind of like, but in this one, it pretty much tells you Rose's entire story on how she ended up getting to where she was, how she ended up joining the band, because she really wanted to follow in her father's footsteps, and that's really what got her getting there in the first place. But the first one, so Kings of the Wild take place with the band of the old band going to get her, and Bloody Rose takes place before they went to go get her and how everything transpired. So I really can't wait to get to this. I ended up reading Kings of the Wild. It was on my deployment TBR, and I ended up getting to it, and you know, that was perfect. But I really want to be able to get to the second one so I can go ahead and take this series off of all the series that I need to read. Now for this one, this is really an anticipated read for me for this year. I wanted to get to it last year, so I want to make sure I prioritize it this year, all right? And that's Plus Size Player. I ended up getting this on a book haul when I read Curvy Girl, what is it? Curvy Girl Summer. Oh my goodness, guys. Like literally I fell in love with that whole entire book. I fell in love with this author even on that first book. So when she said that she was dropping Plus Size Player, I just knew I had to pick it up, because when I say she be bringing spice, she brings spice, she bring a story, and don't even get me started on that romance and the men that she choose. I don't even want to talk about it. And then this one, I feel like this is something different, something that we don't really experience with at least that I don't really experience when I'm reading a romance with, is a girl who wants to have multiple things in life, and she's literally okay with not settling for one. All right, this girl, she wants to have multiple everything, multiple jobs, multiple men, because she feel like there's so much more things to enjoy in the world. So why shouldn't she be able to enjoy each and every single one of them? But what if one guy is able to give her all? Ooh, this sounds good. This sounds so good. I can't wait to read this. And especially, I definitely need to get prepared, because y'all gonna see on my anticipated reads for, well, my anticipated must buys for 2026, the third book in this series come out. So I need to go ahead and get the ball rolling with this series so I could go ahead and hop right into that book when it drops. Okay. Now the next book that I want to prioritize, this is the third one, and that is Safety Net. Now I've really been putting this on the back burner. It's such a short book. I really love the series. I love the first one and I love the second one. I picked this book up right when it dropped, and I was so excited to pick this up. I literally been waiting on this series, well, the third book, for the longest. So why haven't I jumped into it? I know I don't want the world to end too quickly. Like, I know she's gonna probably come out with some more books. I've been following her on Instagram, okay, Deanna Gray. I've been following her on Instagram, so I'm trying to stay up to date, but I do need to get rolling on this book, especially like I could be able to kind of wrap this series up, so when it's ready for her new books for her to come out, I'm not hesitant on buying it because I know she always delivered. Like, she delivered on those 2 books. They were so beautiful, so romantic, so cozy. Like, I just loved it so much. And yeah, I can't wait to get to this one too. And it doesn't help that my sister is rushing me. I end up having her read the first 2 books for the 24-hour readathon that we both did together. Our first one, if you must not know, you can check that video out. It should be somewhere in the link above. But yes, she really rushing me. She wanted to be able to get to the 3rd one. And my rule for my books is that if I don't read it first, you will not be touching my books, honey. So she can't touch my book right now. So she like, Gigi, get through it. I'm gonna get through it. I'm prioritizing it. That's why it's on this list. All right, that's why it's on this list. We gonna get it done. So the next book that I want to mention that I'm making a priority, because of course with all the fiction that I read, the great, beautiful, storytelling, story riveting books that I be reading, I need to add in some knowledge around there. Like, of course I be learning new words, but I also need to be able to learn about myself, learn about what's going on in the world, and to better prepare myself for it. And I really do want to start making sure I read at least one nonfiction or one intellectual book that can really inspire me and have me thinking on new things and making topics be more open and more broader for me. And that book is Black Fatigue. I've been seeing this all over the podcast, YouTube videos, especially on one. His name is Antonio Talks. And yeah, he pretty much gets more into this book. So it really made me want to pick this up and read more about Black Fatigue and everything that it has to do with her ideas and opinions on racism. So I can't wait to get into this book and really prioritize this and also get the knowledge, get the brain running, okay? Now, the most important one, the one that is literally above all else when it comes to prioritizing these reads for 2026, is because one thing you should know about your girl is that I don't break my promises. And I promised a subscriber that I would read a book of her choice, and she chose Our Share of Night. I know I keep bringing it up. I ended up getting this for Christmas. My sister had got it for Christmas, and I also mentioned to you in a couple of other videos, but it's more to hold myself accountable, and also to remind her that I'm going to get to it. I promise I'm going to get to it this year, and I'm hoping this could be the second book that I read this year, all right? And it doesn't help that I'm really hoping that I love it. When I read the premise, it sounded really good, and especially, she must know me because I love a good book about vampires. I just hope they don't romanticize it. I don't like romanticized vampires. I love the deep, like, you know, get right into the nitty gritty on how them vampires be acting, especially if they were to live more than 1,000 years. So I definitely can't wait to read this book, and it will be pushed up to the top, literally the top of this whole entire pile. All right, I just want to let you know, remind you, all right, I'm gonna get to it. Another book that I will be prioritizing is Malice. Now, I was gonna add this on another video, but I feel like for that video, I feel like it wouldn't really fit for it because I probably won't end up doing that at the end of the year. No spoilers, okay? You're gonna be able to see that video soon. But yes, I know I wasn't gonna be able to do what I'm supposed to be doing, so I felt like I just need to prioritize this. Now, I did I will say like low-key DNF, not because I didn't like it, but because it just wasn't the right time, okay? It sounds really good. It's a retelling of Sleeping Beauty and its own wonders and stuff like that, and we get a little spin on the romance, which I'm excited about. So I feel like for this, it's going to be really different, and I'm hoping to love it, but I do need to push through and like be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna pick it up, because when I first read it, the reason why I didn't like it because I just couldn't get into the writing. But for every, like, I have to get out of my comfort zone, and for every author, they don't all write the same, and that is okay. That is perfectly okay. We wouldn't have the different stories if we didn't have authors who was able to push past boundaries and bring us something that's different. So I really want to be able to get through this. I'm hoping, really hoping that it was just me at the time and that I won't end up DNFing this. But yeah, I can't wait to read the book just sliding like sorry. But yeah, I can't wait to read this, and that's why it is a priority to get this done this year, okay? Especially because I already bought the second one. I know. I done changed my ways, except for on Carl's Dungeon Crawler one. I didn't learn from that one. But for this one, I definitely learned. For just buying series altogether, I learned my lesson, and I'm only buying the first books now. But before, I was buying the whole entire series because I was like, oh, I'm gonna love it because of the cover. So yeah, but I'm gonna get to it. I'm prioritizing this one, so we gonna knock this one out. All right, we gonna knock this one out so I can hop into the second one, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this series is good. Now, another book that I am prioritizing, I'm mostly prioritizing because I love the series, and that is A Cruel Prince. I really love the Cruel Prince series, so I feel like it's finally time to hop into the brother story, and that is Stolen Heir. It doesn't make it any better that I kind of just want to be able to get the second book. So I'm really hoping that I love this, and I'm hoping that I'm able to jump into this world without, without like stumbling and trying to figure out what's what, because I really haven't read this series in like 2 or 3 years, and I'm a very forgetful person, okay? So, but I feel like a lot of the times when I jump back into stories and I get like a little, about 25% in, especially when it comes to series, I always end up being able to catch back up and figure out everything and realize like, it jogs my memory, okay? It jogs my memory, so I'm hoping my memory to be jogged on this one, and I really want to be able to get Jude's story, especially with him being an adult, and hopefully we get an even better romance, because Holly Black, she killed her thing, okay? She killed her thing on that Cruel Prince romance. I was in love, and I love how she do her girls. Like, she really make them challenging. She don't make them, shy and falling all over themselves where the man gotta save them. No, she makes some bad asses, okay? So yeah, I can't wait to read this one, and hopefully we get another one. All right, another girl that we could be like, you know what, I'm proud of you, girl, I'm proud of you. But yeah, I can't wait to get to this, and I'm prioritizing this so I can buy the second one. The next book that I am prioritizing, and I'm only prioritizing because when I say I am so excited to get to this book, it's not even funny. I'm so excited to get this book. Well, not even get to it because I've already started it, but I end up making this my first read. So that's why I was like, yeah, because even before then, I already knew from the get-go this was going to be my first read. Like, it literally pulled me in. It sounds so funny, and if you do not know, I literally been raving about it for the past couple of videos, especially when I got it for myself. But that is Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'm already 50% in, as you can see. Well, I'm a little bit farther than this because I read it on my phone. I be kind of going back and forth, but yes, I'm already like 55% in, and I am already loving it, okay? I am loving this book so much. So yeah, this was already a good choice, and it's just the beginning of the year, so I can just imagine how the rest of my picks are gonna go, especially if I'm making picks like this, okay? Yes, but I really love this book, and I will definitely, well, so far, I would definitely recommend, especially when I posted it on my TikTok. A lot of people have been commenting on it and telling me how much they love it, and then the girl told me that there's 7 books. Excusez-moi? 7? Like, I'm just in love. Like, the story and the sci-fi, just everything is just so good. Like, I don't know, like, I don't know if y'all ever played D&D, but that's kind of what it gives me. It gives me D&D, but it also gives me like kind of like Baldur's Gate, maybe. I never played it, but I be seeing my brother play it, and that's what it's giving me. Like, it's pretty much a game show, but it's so good, and having all that at the tip of your fingers, like a whole sci-fi. Like, I wouldn't want the experience that happened in the book to happen to me now, but it do sound very entertaining to have like a VR set and then be able to go in a world like that. Like, that would be pretty awesome. All right, pretty awesome. But yes, I'm loving it so far. And like I said, I only put this on my list because I ended up rushing this book. I just bought it. I usually don't buy books. I mean, I usually don't read books that I just bought. I don't really like to do that. I kind of like to let them sit, marinate, and then possibly pick them up maybe a year or so, a year or a couple of months from when I bought them. But this one got a special standing ovation. Okay, it was calling to me. The whole entire series is calling to me. I'm not gonna lie, because even halfway through, I'm already excited to read the second book. So hopefully I don't end up going in one of those binges where y'all hearing the same series over and over again, because I definitely could get like that, especially if the series is really good. And that's kind of what it's feeling like. Don't quote me too early. All right, don't quote me too early. But yes, excited for this one. Excited for the whole series. All right. Now, just like I said on my annotating video, I usually like to pre-plan the books that I plan on annotating. And I did not read a R.F. Kuang book last year. At least I don't think I did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did not read a R.F. Kuang book, and that cannot happen in this household for the second year, okay? Because she always end up kind of like changing my mindset on books and just have me literally gasping at the stories that she can write, and the kind of like I don't know, it's like this woman writes magic, okay? Like, that's all I have to say. Like, I love how she's able to dip her toe in every genre and still be coming out on top. Like, still be coming out on top. So I need to dedicate a book to her and be able to read it and not go another year without reading her book. So that's why I end up choosing Yellowface. This is going to be a priority for me. The only thing that sucks is that with this priority, I've loved to annotate R.F. Kuang books, okay? I annotated S.B. Schwab, but I annotated Babel, and there was so much quotes that she had in here, so much that she wrote, being able to get the other sides of characters and everything. And I feel like she's gonna be able to, she's gonna do this in Yellowface too. So I want to be able to get all the quotes that she end up putting in her book, so I can give you guys a really good detailed review. And also, I just love annotating her books. Like, she just writes so much stuff. She just writes so many good quotes that, like, you just can't even help yourself. Like, you'll just be reading it and you're like, oh, this sounds good. Like, yeah. So, yeah, I can't wait to get to this. This is definitely a priority because, like I said, we cannot go another year without reading an R.F. Kuang book in this household. All right. Now, guys, we're on our last two books. We're going to make this little cute and sweet, get it done, wrap it up. But the first one that I want to mention is King of Scars. Same with R.F. Kuang. I did not read any book. I don't believe. Okay, I'm not 100%. I don't want to lie, so I'm not going to say I didn't. But I don't think that, at least for me, I don't feel like I read any books by Leah Bardugo in a long time. I did end up finishing Six of Crows, the duology. I heard she's coming out with a new book, which, stay tuned. But I really want to be able to finish at least what she already has out, so I could be able to get into Ninth House. I've been wanting to pick that book up for a long time, but I will not. If I feel like for an author, I already love their books and I done pre-bought their books, and it's not a part of another series or not a part of another world, I don't like to jump into another one of their worlds because I don't want to get mixed up, especially with the same writing styles that they have. Well, of course, the same writing styles that they have, but not everybody like my girl R.F. Kuang, who could switch it up, wrap it around, do whatever she want with it. But a lot of the times with authors, I feel like, especially if you love that author, when they have other books, you can see the way that they write in those other books, okay? And I feel like for her, it probably would be the same, especially from reading this whole series. Like, I understand it's different people, but a lot of the times you can see the similarities between Six of Crows and what is it called, Shadow and Bone. Like, you can see the difference, and I don't want to go into Ninth House and I get confused with this series and that series. So I just want to, but for me, I'm rambling, but for me to be able to start that, I have to finish this one. So that's why I end up making this priority. And yeah, we need to knock out another Leah Bardugo. I got too many books of hers, at least 4 of them, and yeah, it's time to wrap it up, okay? Or at least get close to it so I could be able to pick up more books by her, because if I have a lot of books by an author that I really like, but I've already have a couple books by them, I will not be picking them up anytime soon. And it always makes me sad because I really want to pick up more books by them, but I need to get through the ones that I already have. So, yeah. Now we're finally on our last one of the night, guys, and surprise, surprise, surprise. It's Paper Girls Book 2. Now, if you do not know, I ended up buying this book. Sorry, I'm trying to get the light out of it. Okay, it's just gonna be shining. Let's turn it that way. There we go. So yes, I ended up getting this book off of what's it called, Pango Books, and I was so excited to get it. All right, I ended up having this in one of my book hauls. I think it was the biggest book haul I ever had. I ended up getting one of these books. I ended up getting this book, and I'm ready. I didn't know that they had the third one, the third full book of all of the comics and stuff for. And it looked just as pretty as these ones, okay? But for me to be able to pick it up, I do need to finish this one. I ended up doing a reread on the first book of this because I didn't remember it too much, and me and my sister read it together. So I'm really hoping that we can read this one together, get it knocked out, and pick up that third one because I'm already loving it. If you do not know, I really, really love sci-fi, especially when it's done really well. And all of the story, pretty much all of the alien technology, all of the technology and all of the storytelling adds up, and I feel like for this one so far it's been adding up, and I'm really loving it. Okay, I'm really loving all the dynamics, the whole, just everything, even the characters, them going into the future, so-called future, and just all of the stuff that's questionable, but you could tell it's gonna wrap up. So yes, I can't wait to get to this one, and this is definitely one of my most anticipated. But you know I had to add a graphic. I was thinking about adding mangas, but I'm like, the mangas I'm gonna get to anyway. Like, I already been making a dent into them, but this one I have not. I believe I read this right when I got back from deployment, and I didn't read another one, and I could have really just knocked this one out, especially if I want to pick up the third one. So yeah, so why not add it on to the list? So once again, guys, thank you so much for staying to the end of the video. Let me know in the comments what books you are like, what books do you like, okay, I have to get to these books by the end of 2026. Like, what's your thoughts and what's your plans, and which ones I just want to know. Okay, go ahead, let me know. And also I might could steal a few recommendations from you guys. But but anyway, yes, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I really shall see you guys on the next one.